Hello, Eren, or Blameless Murad, whatever. Why?
Greetings, Aloy.
Why are you 90% nose?
Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Eren?
Weird ass smile, I love it.
Attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to
Well,
see
you are
something.
slippery as all
Yes,
fuck, aren't you, buddy?
Each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics.
This man is
The
lewd
Sun
to
King is
beyond
eager to
belief.
meet you.
I don't like it.
Machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
Passed by some outlander woman? Unacceptable.
Oh, they were in line. Okay, I was wondering why. Everyone was quite so fucking upset, considering all the wonderful things I have done for their city. Maybe they just hate Esther or something and don't want to see her return. Man, actually being able to go to the palace like this, very, very cool. Is that it? That's all you're saying? Because I was already kind of very aware of that.
Thing is what he isn't.
Somewhat like you, my friend.
I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Holy shit, we're getting to meet him right now? Oh, nice! Okay, I like this. And I very much like the Kaj. I like his pathetic little miniature cape.
Aloy of
Looks like a kid's Halloween costume.
She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service.
The king is wearing a crop
Tell me
top.
what you
The
found.
king is wearing a crop
I
top.
checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee.
Oh god, you really did know your sister's body like the back of your hand,
If
didn't
the
you?
body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among
I
us.
was the one who took her.
A warlord named Derval.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking.
Just casually
somewhere
called his
near the
entire
border. I've
race
already sent an
stupid.
agent
God
to
damn.
investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well.
Please back the fuck off. You
Eric,
just got
Murad.
dangerously close.
Let me discuss it with her privately.
I can't say what I was expecting. I was
I hate
expecting
to
a hell of a lot
impose
more
further after all you've
grandiosness,
done,
but
this is a matter of great importance to me.
okay, you and us,
It
sir, I
sounds
guess.
like Ursa means a lot to you.
Oh, that explains a lot about the Oseram
I've been able to
alliance.
liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since
I also
then, it
wouldn't have
has
been able to
difficult
liberate my
maintain
testicles.
Peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Blue balls beyond belief, huh? Yeah, I understand, dude.
Who
Derval.
is Derval exactly?
To understand Derval, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram.
The Oseram more than us,
Derval
huh?
fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Derval's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
And we just leave it there? Just, oh my god, no matter what Aloy hears, she's just so calm about everything. No response, no like, oh, I'm so sorry, or no, oh, that's horrible, whatever the fuck. Your dad was a dick, etc. Oh, never mind, I can't say more. Sorry. Why kidnap Ursa?
So, why would Derval go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies. I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
So he's blaming the entire Kaja people instead of the one fucking asshole who was the cause of it all. I mean, I guess there were soldiers who were forced to do horrible things. Some soldiers who enjoyed doing said horrible things. But it's not the whole fucking people, dude. His own son fucking murderized him to get him out. Like, it's clear there is still morality hanging out in the Kaja. The only ones who don't have morality is the fucking Shadow Kaja. Maybe target them, help me save the world. You seem like a pretty large man. Questions about the Kaja Sundom?
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
How does she even know what the word politics means? She lived in like a tree for the first 18 years of her life. Tell me about the Shadow Kaja.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Kaja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
So how does one become the Sun King? Or is this just your journey to the Sun King? I mean, we already know how it happens, but I would like to know more about your journey. Were you just accepted immediately after you beheaded your own poor fucking dad, or
They call
what?
you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you
I guess
can
they're
see
just
the
supposed to
invisible,
ascend to
split an arrow
divinity,
at 50
whatever, right?
paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too
Like
far off.
one thing.
I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Alright, fair enough. Your palace,
Quite a
I
place
guess.
you got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all?
Still need to kill off
while
all
men
the
live
old
in
dudes.
palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
I am quite a big fan of Ard, but he also seems... I don't know if it's just because he is quite a bit suave, and everyone else in this game so far has, like, 1 point in charisma. But this guy, I don't know. He seems a little bit slimy to me. It feels like he is sort of behind a facade of some kind. And he's either some kind of little vulnerable boy in there, or he's got ulterior motives. And I can't wait to uncover what it is. Or maybe he is just totally genuine. And like I said, I'm just taken aback because everyone else doesn't even know how to speak English in this game. Kaja and Oseram, just having flashbacks to the mentally disabled keeper. I did not enjoy him. Good old Captain
Your politics
Autismo.
seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans and the Acclaimed have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we can ask the fucking king. You would assume there is quite a bit more, but I guess, to be fair, time is short, or whatever the fuck, so yeah, time
I
is
need
short.
to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Where are they going to be hanging out, though? Are they still around? And can I talk to you whatsoever? I'm going to read your book. What do we got? The founding of Meridian. Now, this is quite long, so I totally understand if you want to skip over this part. I understand that not everyone wants to hear all the reading known to man, but I am enjoying learning about all the tribes. So, if you want to skip, that is fine. If you want to stay, and let's get into this. We are Kaja. In us is the blood of those led by Ahriman from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the far savage east we came, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Ahriman found the leaves in a ruin, picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized at once their importance. Within was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand the place of man. From out of the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. But when our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those who they had once called tribesfolk. These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power. And so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. The path was hard and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Ahriman's own. The persecution was unceasing from those without purpose, only the desire to debase and destroy. But the faith of the Kaja was rewarded with a distant vision, a tower like a solid ray of the sun, holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as their enemies descended upon them, Ahriman followed the flight of the Glinthawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again they saw the tower, so close now that it seemed to reach to the very sun itself, and they saw that the Glinthawks perched upon it, beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa across the English, hello, where the fuck you at? Across the verdant valley. Ahriman knew he had found a haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire, or the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named this place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself. What the fuck? And in time from the red rock of the mesa itself. In time? What does that mean? Whatever. Crowning it with the first columns of the City of the Sun. Truly, the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvests and prosperity, and the bounds of the sundom for as far as as its light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shielded us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian! Without spire and sun, there would be no Meridian. But now and forevermore it stands as a monument to both, and the glory of Ahriman and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant Line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. Can I talk to you anymore now that we're not stuck in that one conversation? No, I cannot. Fine, whatever. I look forward to being out of this mission and being able to talk to you just in casual conversation, assuming they will ever allow me anywhere close to you ever again. They didn't even take away my weapons. I was fully armed, going to greet the fucking Sun King. What do you mean? Why was this okay? I mean, I won't complain, but still. Oh, the Sun Kings. Interesting. Yet more reading. Oh boy. The Chronicle of the Sun Kings. Once again, if you want to skip, please do. Oh god, I feel gross today. As you can probably tell, my brain is fucked. The founder, Ahriman, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the savage east into the fastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of the sun and shadow both, delivered them to the holy site of Meridian. the bounteous Armavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal maize land, so that none who walked in the sun's favor should go hungry again, who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court, the far-seeing Sadahin, who expanded the sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Bright Market Harbor, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed at its highest. There's no commas in here for some reason. What the fuck? Okay, let me try that again. Before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Kaja Sundom. So by the light, it was good. Generous Juadan, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trampler hunts, and who allowed trade from north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of counting glyphs so they might understand more than simple barter. Zavarad, the Pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the Ridge of Veils, and who crossed the great waters of daybreak so the Sundom might extend ever further. And to honor this passage, the great blazon arch raised on the far shores, which is now getting arse-fucked by a load of shadow boys, isn't it? Interesting. I wonder if the Shadow Carja call themselves the Shadow Carja? Because aren't they sort of trying to represent the old ways? They're like, we must follow the guidance of the sun. They've all become sissy little bitch boys. So why the fuck would they call themselves Shadow Carja? Or at least accept the name if it was given to them by someone else, because surely that goes against everything they believe. They're meant to despise the fucking Shadow, aren't they? Big silly. Big silly. Kind of a plot hole there if they ever end up calling themselves that. I'm pretty sure the medic guy was like, I'm stuck serving the shadows, etc. And I mean, maybe he just doesn't like his employer, but it seemed like he was there for a reason. Who the fuck knows? Anyway. Zavarad. I just read that, didn't I? Yes. Bold Ariv, who saw the sun's passing into the west as a challenge and forged after it with a great army to be pushed back 3 times in the Great Canyon lands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 4th his cohort broke through and were vanished into the lands beyond. Prudent Basadid, who had the mantle of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the Fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arch, declaring the land beyond it, the Forbidden West, where only the sun may go. Kuvadin, the Returner, who strove to bring civilization to the savage East, but returned after many strenuous endeavors, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun, and called for the building of great towers and walls so this wild land might be observed safely. Ranan, the Firebird, who saw the Sundom suffer unprovoked attack by the Tenakth Horde, and who against the protests of his advisors accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory, though he was so greatly scarred, he wore his blazon helmet from that day forth. Nahasis, who was a hunter as much as a Sun King, and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and that those who felled the greatest machines would be situated as the first Sunhawk, and Hawks of the Hunter's Lodge. So Nahasis is the one who brought that into existence. So that is what, 4 Sun Kings ago? 5 now, I guess, because you've got Dude, and then Dude. Yeah. So it hasn't been around. I thought it was like an ancient fucking Kaja tradition, but it's probably only been around between 150 and 200. I guess that's a pretty long time. Anyway, the illuminated Mazid, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand, he commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage and meridian, and for this his summer palace in Sunfall had the great citadel raised, where he remained painting till he took deathly ill from his own pigments. His own pigments? Meaning he got so damn tan that he was just a walking blob of cancer? Is that what you're actually saying? Alright, sure, but they just call it pigments. I love that. I like that quite a bit. Hivas, elder brother of Mazid, who decreed each family with a suitable male child should submit that child in service of the Sundom's then depleted ranks, and had the artisans turn their attention from works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd, and bow. So he was an authoritarian dick who has a name that sounds like bread. In the UK, anyway. I don't know if anyone else is going to understand. Jiran, who in the early years was a strong Sun King, defending the Sundom from the encroachment of other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly addled and ordered the spilling of much blood in the sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us. You don't think that somehow he also suffered the derangement, do you? You don't, I mean, we know that there are, was it the Tenkath, or is it the, which is the tribe that has metallic warriors? Is it the Banuk? I know there was a tribe that seems to be doing cyborgy things, or cybernetics, but I can't recall what they actually, who the fuck they are. That'll come back to me eventually, I guess, but yeah, that is a thing. So what if Jiran met with some of those, got some cybernetics jammed into his tiny little fucking skull, and suffered the derangement? Does it affect all machines? Does it just affect machines on a particular, like, brainwave? I'm not pretending to understand how the fuck any of this would work, but I don't know. It's just an interesting little theory. And Avad, the Liberator. And nothing has even been bothered to be written about him yet. I guess that must come after his death or whatever the fuck. Listen to the music here! I was reading for so long I kind of forgot about it. It's really fucking pretty. I am a big fan. Now, where the fuck was that one guy? Oh, you're both right here. Am I going to talk to you both at the same time, or are you going to be one by one?
How can I be
one by one?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the
Giblet
Sun
by
King.
giblet.
What is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
Oh, you're another one of those mummified dudes. What the fuck are you wearing? Why is that a thing? Are you a spy? Straight up. No. Sun King
You're right
Avad.
about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the
Does
Sun
he?
King.
Am I the only one who
I
got,
serve
like,
him
really
the best
off
I can.
vibes?
What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do.
You look
the
so
Sundom.
happy with that pun.
What did you do?
Oh, what a cutie.
Nothing I could be blamed for.
You're really mysterious and weird, and you have like that weird-ass robotic smile on you. I'm not a fan. Everyone here is just as slimy and greasy and scummy as the last. I don't trust anybody. I don't know if that's just me being weird or expecting there to be some kind of deeper meaning to all this shit, but who knows? Tell me about the
What do I
Oseram
find at
border.
the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Derval. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone. And don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
Are you a spy?
You're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
Why don't you just fucking say you're a spy? Blameless, huh? Oh yeah, nothing I can be blamed for. I guess that's just... Let's see if we can learn more about
So
this.
why do
Blameless.
they call you Blameless Marad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
What
Derval
makes you
and
so
Ursa.
sure Derval did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably. How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you described? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely. Derval? Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead.
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
Why do you talk like this, you arsehole? I only have more questions, and none of them are even related to this. It's just, what the
I have
fuck
to
are
go.
you made of, you
Then
freak?
you must.
Please don't become an incredibly important character. Please die within 5 minutes because I don't need my mind to be arse-fucked again. Thank you.
So,
my brain
I
is not
thought Ursa
supposed to
was
have an
dead,
arse.
And I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass. Whatever. All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us a lead.
I guess we'll start with Sun King Avad before we dive into all the sadness
That seems
again.
committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking
Yeah,
Dervahl's
just go back to thinking
ass.
about her with the thickest of daddies. Everything will be fine. Ursa
Did Ursa
and
ever tell
Dervahl.
you anything about Dervahl?
Well, we were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the Mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit
Long
more
story
important than
short,
being an ever so
he's a
slightly sexually
razor-looking
harassing boy.
dumbbag.
Murder is just a little bit more of a heinous crime. Not that they aren't both
I
fucking
better go.
terrible. Let's get out of here,
Stand me up
shall
and
we?
Pitch Cliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
I've just completely forgotten about Olin, haven't I? I just do not care anymore. We're gonna get there, and Aloy's gonna be like, holy shit, this is really important. I'm gonna be like, why? We've been doing so much other incredibly cool stuff. And speak the Shadow Carja in this way. It's a much cooler fucking way. What's that? Go to Pitch... Oh, that's where Pitchcliff is? You want me to travel all that fucking distance? Maybe we could go say a little bit of a hello to our, fine old friend Olin on the way. It has been forever. He does deserve to be checked in on every now and then, right? Or I could do Talana. It's a level 19 mission. I'm like almost double that. This shouldn't be too bad, except for the fact I've got no ammo whatsoever. Into the frozen wilds. I love that all counts as a side quest like the entire DLC. That is really, really strange. Maybe we will just go to Borderlands or what's it called? The Pitchcliff. Yeah, fuck it. I've been here before, but I'm not entirely sure why. What the fuck was I doing here last time? I guess just endless side quests? You know, like everything else I ever do. Sounds pretty fucking likely. Game? Game, come on. Come on, you can do it. I want to go places. I want to do things. Let me see if I can recognize this area. I think this might have just been one of the places we came to and it just didn't let me do anything. Is it is blatantly meant for missions later on? Oh no! This is where I found that that one guy, and I couldn't figure out where the ladder was or something, right? And I kept jumping up the strangest fucking way possible. And I still can't find the ladder.
Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Is this your agent? What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. Has the weirdest directional system imaginable.
He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
By directional, I meant quest marker. I don't know what the fuck is going on in my tiny little mind. Got anything interesting and like specifically Oseram to buy, dude? I never seem to be able to buy Oseram weapons. I just don't know why. I feel like I should be able to. Needs a Thunderjaw heart for the Tear Blaster. I mean, I've already got one, so fuck that. Karja Silks. Oh, I can mummify myself. Like a psychotic Buddhist. I mean, I could. Doesn't really seem to be any reason to. I feel like I'm wearing the armor that I like the best. The Karja shit's quite cool, but what does it do? It literally just protects you from fire damage. I don't care. I like being stealthy. I like being the sneaky little baby boy. Or baby lady, I guess. Norse Survivor's kind of cool because that protects against pretty much everything. Protects against melee attacks in general, which is kind of cool. That just protects against ranged. I don't care. I just want to be sneaky. That's my playstyle. I don't really need to resist one element specifically. I guess if I could being able to put on different outfits depending on where you are, sort of just like in a role-playing kind of way would be kind of fun. Like, Kaja give when you're in a desert. Banuk give when you're in the frosty areas. Nora give when you're just trying to do stealthy shit. The thing with the Nora gear, the Nora Silent Hunter gear anyway, is it kind of looks like it would go anywhere, which is very, very nice. It never seems too out of place, except now that we've got like the weird-ass armbands, the fucking water wings. That seems to fuck it just a little bit. When we're in a desert, it just looks very, very uncomfortable. I feel like Aloy is even sweatier than I am right now, which is very, very sad. I'm sorry, Aloy. But, other than that, I guess it's fine. Where am I supposed to find you? Am I meant to be tracking you? What am I looking for? I mean, we're kind of very, very out of place. Me and, big, sexy Erend. You'd think the guy would be able to find us. Or is this a test? Is Murad trying to make this as difficult as humanly fucking possible? Or is that him right there? Can I just see through walls? No, it's a supply crate. Okay, never mind. Oh, it's gotta be you. Look at this giant. That dude is fucking awesome until he starts doing his adorable little sprint. Oh, how cute. Wow. That's not what I expected. That looks utterly awful when you realize what kind of effect it's shitting out. But oh well, I like that. They're a little bit more advanced than we are. Well, I mean, we don't use blacksmith forges anymore, but I mean... I doubt our modern world has anything like that. A pathetic little mecha... Okay, our modern world definitely has shit like that, but you know. Shard Gambler's Box. What do? Do you give me a whole 6 shards? Oh boy! And a rock. Thanks, game. Thank you so much. Where is this guy? He's not gonna be outside of the little area, surely. But is it this fucking turkey? I have checked all the humans. The only explanation is that it's a fucking turkey now, right?
Anything my focus could reveal. More tracks. I think someone followed whoever we're following.
That sounds bad.
Holy fucking shit, what? I feel like I was meant to find this corpse before I found the tracks, but whatever, I mean, yeah, absolutely take a goddamn look. I can't even examine him. There we go.
Has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have made him.
Maybe because you found something.
Oh, so now you just instantly believe the whole shit about Dervahl, even though you were so vehemently against it 2 fucking seconds ago.
You know you better follow.
That might be Pitchcliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
And my men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
Oh, you were so gonna die. I just don't want you leaving my side for a fucking second. We're gonna trade you for Ursa. And I'm sorta starting to kinda not hate you, so don't fuck that up, dude. It's rare I say that about anyone in this game. No, I'm kidding. I like a decent amount of people in this game. It's just a lot of the side quest characters and shit like that that are insufferable. Oh, God. But Erend is, he's pretty high on my list for people who aren't shit. Oh, that's a lot of Snapmaws. That is 3 fucking Snapmaws in a row. I don't want to deal with that. You know what I do want? Trees. Give me endless trees, thank you.